Y'all listen, man. Let me start off by saying Sheldon Neely made this mess. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all listen. And this is no lie. This is no lie, man. This is no lie. I heard it with my own ears. I heard it with my own ears from Councilman May's son that he did not want Sheldon Neely speaking at his father's funeral. I heard that with my own ears from Councilman May's son. I'm not going to lie. I'm not trying to add anything. I'm not trying to do any of that. But what I'm trying to point out to y'all is that Sheldon Neely, if y'all do not know him, if y'all do not know Mayor Sheldon Nickelbag Neely, if you do not know him, he's a manipulator. He's a liar. He's vindictive. And he will do all he can to destroy you. These are the facts. This didn't come from Lentos. This didn't come from anybody else. This came from the son. He told me himself that he wanted his dad's body moved. And he didn't want Mayor Neely at the funeral. I feel that I'm not out of line by saying that, because I'm trying to walk a fine line of not making it look like I'm saying one side or this side or that side. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to put myself against anybody except for Mayor Sheldon Dirty Red Neely. Y'all listen, if Neely was about being a leader, Neely would have said, hey, since this is causing all kinds of conflict, since this is causing division amongst the family, I'm going to remove myself from the equation. I'm going to remove myself from this. What I will do, since I want to give a proclamation, I will send my chief of staff, Mr. Taylor, because they were real close. They were real close. Even though they butted heads, even though they got into it, even though they were arguing and everything else, they were still close. Him and Ed Taylor, you would see fight at council meetings, but they would still call each other. They would still talk. You would see me and Eric Mays fighting or saying things, but I still called him. I think he just tolerated me for real. I'm just being totally honest. When he first came out with the city, on the city website of Councilman Mays passing. They hadn't even pronounced him dead yet. They hadn't even pronounced him dead yet. And nearly had it up on the City of Flint website at 10:11. At 10:11, nearly had that up. Liddell Lewis came out with hers at 12:17. Midnight, right after midnight. Why couldn't they have waited until after the family released? If you read the letter from Lento Firm, you'll see at the bottom, speaking on behalf of Sheldon Neely will not remove himself from the equation. As of yesterday, this is what he was mad about. And like I said, y'all, I ain't trying to do domestics or anything else. I'm talking about somebody involved that has the confusion going right now. And we are picking sides and we are doing this, we are doing that. Understand the dynamics of what's going on. Let me ask y'all this, man. Let me ask you this. Think of your worst enemy. Think of somebody that you despise. Think of somebody that you cannot stand. Think of somebody. Think of somebody that you cannot stand. How would you feel? How would you feel? Would you put, matter of fact, think of it this way. If your mother or father passed away, and you know that your mother could not stand this individual, would you put that person up to speak over your mother or your father? Would you do that? Just honestly, y'all, just sit back and think. Just sit back and think about it. Would you do that? When Sheldon get up there to speak, what he was going to do, he was going to sit up there and talk mess about Councilman Mays. I'm telling y'all what he was going to do. This is his ultimate. He's able to downgrade Mays because he couldn't do it while he was living. If Mayor Sheldon Neely wanted to speak, why didn't he take his ass up to the council meeting when Councilman Mays kept on asking him to come up there? If he wanted to speak to Mays, he didn't want to speak to him while he was alive. He wouldn't even come to the council meetings. He wouldn't even come to the council meetings. He didn't want to speak to Councilman Mays when he was alive. Why he want to speak to Councilman Mays when he's dead? I'm just saying. Help me to make sense of that. Check this out. If the son is asking for his dad's body, why are you fighting so hard to lose? Man, listen, y'all never heard me say Moon Funeral Home or nothing like that. I have much respect for Mr. Moon. But I'm just wondering, man. I know you're a supporter of Sheldon. I know Liddell Lewis is your mentee. I know this. I know this. But my question, why would you put your reputation on the line like this? Why? Those are the two factors. Those are the two factors here. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all what the son told me. Those are the two factors. He wanted to move his dad's body, and he didn't want Nickelback speaking at his dad's funeral. Those are the two factors that has division going right now. I'm just being real. This is what I heard from the son yesterday. Y'all listen, man. Mike Epps summed it up best when he said people do something strange for some change. And you know, one of the things here is that this is nothing new, man. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. You done seen it in your family. You done seen it, especially with the white people, man. The white people be fighting over big estates. You done seen this before. The only thing different here is that Councilman Mays had a huge following now. He has a huge following now. You done seen your aunts and uncles and your mom or your dad, you done seen them sit back and talk about somebody trying to get this or somebody trying to get that. That heifer ain't gonna get this. That end ain't gonna get this. Let's be real with each other. You done seen it before. The only thing you hadn't seen is the fact that Nickelback Millie does not want to get out of the way. They didn't like Councilman Mays. Liddell Lewis especially. She could have waited until Tanya, Dennis, and Jerry Winfrey Carter came out with a letter from City Council. That would have been the fair thing to do. That would have been the fair thing to do, man. Nearly, you put out a damn letter, and I'm standing right next to the lady that's speaking to your wife on the phone at Councilman May's house the night that he died. You didn't even wait until she hung up the phone. Soon as she hung up the phone, 3 minutes, you got it up. What? No, let me stop. About 10 minutes later, you got that up online. And then it's sent out as a press release. But you're going to sit here and say on behalf of the family, let's give them privacy. Y'all listen. How the hell are you going to ask for privacy? How you going to ask for privacy when you done put his death up on the city website? And then sent out a press release. How can you ask for privacy? And then Liddell turns around and wrote one of the nastiest letters she ever wrote in her life. And it came out at 12:17 a.m. From Davina, y'all. You got Davina working on a weekend at 12:17, sending out emails of your letter about Councilman Mays. You couldn't even wait until the next morning. I don't want to say too much, right? Because you hearing one side and then you hearing this side. I only told you what the son said, as far as not wanting Sheldon Neely to speak at the funeral and wanting the body from Moon. And I said this because of the letter that was put out last night. That's why I said this. Which family members want Neely involved? Hey, Don, I don't know any family members by name. I'm just saying what Hakeem said to me yesterday. Hakeem said that he don't want Neely speaking at his dad's funeral, and that he didn't want the body over at Moon, and he was trying to transfer the body. That's what Hakeem said to me, not somebody else, not anybody else. I'm telling y'all what I heard from Hakeem. He don't want Neely speaking at his dad's funeral. I'm just saying. All right. So, hey, y'all peace out. Get ready to go. And like I say, the month of March is I don't give a fuck. And Mayor Sheldon Neely need to go sit his ass down and allow Hakeem to give his father rest. And Moon need to give Hakeem his daddy's body. Y'all need to honor Councilman May's son's wishes. That's it. Bottom line. Everybody has to honor the son's wishes. If the son say, I don't want to talk to nobody else, I just want me and my wife and my 3 kids to have a funeral, can't nobody be mad at it. Let him grieve the way that he feels fit. Leave him alone.